As we enter into the month of October, and especially with October 7th, the Feast of the Holy Rosary, probably a lot of us are aware, but as the rhythm of the year goes by and we enter into different seasons, different moments, to be reminded, where did the Feast of the Holy Rosary come from? Basically from what's called the Battle of Lepanto, where the Rosary was prayed. And the Pope himself said he accredited the defeat of the enemy in that battle with the praying of the Rosary. And what a beautiful reminder of where real power is in a world where we're concerned about battles and war and violence. As we enter into October for this year, 2024, let's really be aware of the power of prayer. It's not just a nice idea, it's not a way of talking about the Rosary, but it's putting ourselves and our world back in the context of being creatures of a loving God. Our universe is a creature of our loving God, and each of us are created by God's love. And remembering that is prayer. Remembering that is reminding ourselves what real power is. Jesus Christ says, all power in heaven and on earth has been granted to him as God's divine Son. He is the God-man living in this world, knowing the seasons that we journey through. He lived through 33 Octobers, more or less. He lived in this world. And the Lord, when he says all power has been granted to him, I believe he's reminding us to tune ourselves to what real power is. And so in that context, as the Blessed Mother has told us in many, many times, the power of the Rosary is really unimaginable. And I would encourage us, especially during October, really throughout the year, we're called to pray the Rosary daily, to make it a part of the rhythm of our lives and of our prayer. And I can testify that the more I've gotten into the Rosary, the more I feel drawn closer to the Immaculate Heart of Mary and to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And I believe many of us experience that as we pray the Rosary. So as we enter into this October, the month of the Rosary, celebrating the Feast of the Rosary, October 7th, let's really embrace what we do praying with these beads, the crucifix, the different elements of the actual Rosary that we hold in our hands, and realize that it does represent, in many ways, our greatest power, the power of love, the power of God and his life among us. Yes, there's all sorts of power structures in our world, and sometimes they get significantly off track because they forget where real power is. God has given us power. He has given us the ability to be stewards of creation, and we need to take that seriously. So having power, the power of a father in a family, the power of a mother as a model of prayer for her family, the power of each of us as men and women, whether we're single or in a large family or widowed, wherever we find ourselves, we need to remember the power of prayer is our greatest power. I would urge fathers that are recognizing the challenge and the burden of being the man that helps the family grow in God's love. If we pay attention to that, it is burdensome. It is daunting. It is in some ways something that can be frightening to us, to be told that we are responsible for this beautiful household that is our family. But to recognize prayer is the greatest power that a father has, the greatest power that a mother has, the greatest power that a priest or a bishop has. To embrace that and to remember praying the Rosary is a beautiful gift for our family, for our community, for our parish, for the wider community of our nation and for the world. So as we enter into October, let's treasure this powerful prayer that we have, the reflections and mysteries of the Rosary.